two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneak, it's on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on them down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins. They can't win, no new friends,
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. This is taken at his 4. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now it's Carson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Tight end right. Tight. 280. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Zebra. Shotgun. Gotta go. Spot left.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad. 12. Right. Gotta go.
Throwing again. Wilson. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And that's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And now running right through it. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this is incomplete. Gates, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
380. Let's go, 14.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Zebra. 380.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Buffalo. White. Set 180.
2nd down, Rivers. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The first down carry here for Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets past one man. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Gotta go, gotta go. 12.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Wilson on second down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
14.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Tempo. Gotta go. 12.
On second down, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. And Janikowski bangs it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Rivers now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he gets it down to the 32. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hurry up. Load it. Load it.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Here we go with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kaiser White, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go to Johnson again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. On 3rd down, Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
12, 12, 12. Cut. 380. Gun. Hey, hey. There.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey. Check your hot read. Gun. Let's go, 14. 12.
Now Wilson throwing again. Buying time to his left. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
15. Take it. Gotta go. Tempo. 14.
Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's McKissick. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Got it. 380. 12. Hey.
Here's Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Well, there was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Red Delta! Hey, Rocket! Behind!
Rivers now, the throw on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And the tight end Dixon left side. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. Evades him at the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish. Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile. And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Gotta go. Zebra.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up? No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now. A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here. And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts.
And got his man complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's good. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. A little juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for the
Okay, you Look, yeah. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash.